friends, welcome to this week's landscape photography vlog, Chasing Monsoons, out in Arizona with my good friend Nick Page. Our journey starts with a quick hike around Picacho Peak, and little did we know this would be about the only calm moment of our entire day. Look who we got here.
Yeah, it's not my natural habitat. I'm not acclimated to this at all. It is a little bit warm. It's pretty awesome though. These cactus, we don't have these in Eastern Washington, and they are so cool looking. They have so much character. And if we get a little bit of storm light over this awesome peak, money.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out here, and honestly just pretty stoked to do another shoot with Nick, because, you know, the Death Valley one that we did was honestly one of my favorite little adventures. It was amazing.
We pretty much get good light every time we're together, so.
I know. So let's hope this is another case of that.
I don't know if I've had good light since that time.
Our friend Mike Meswell alerted us there were some storms building south, and as we drove out, our 100-degree blue sky day quickly turned into something a little bit more dramatic. Mean looking cloud out there in the distance. Beautiful shelf coming this way. You can see the turquoise in the sky. I gotta start setting up a time lapse real quick because I don't want to miss this. Now, not a lot to work with foreground wise, so really what this shot is going to be about is the cloud movement coming towards us right now, and hopefully we can get maybe a lightning strike in there too. But not holding my breath on that one. So I'm working with the Sony A1 here, and I'm gonna try and shoot a nice 8K time lapse of this going on. I wanna make sure to throw on filters and do just a slight long exposure so that if lightning does come around, I can actually get it in the frame. Because if I do quick exposures, we're not going to see any lightning in the shots. And I think that's potentially a really cool element of this time lapse. That wind really started picking up and completely distorted the audio from my mic, but I knew I had to set up this shot as quick as possible because those storms were moving towards us really fast. So I quickly framed up a simple shot with just 1/3 ground, 2/3 sky, and used the internal timer mode with a 1-second interval. Damn. I'm a little flustered, but we're gonna get this. Focus. Infinity out there. Okay. 0.6 of a second for my shutter speed. Camera. I have a feeling it'll be a pack up very quick and run out of here situation. On the drive out, we managed to see a dust storm forming over Picacho Peak. Here's what I shot. It was really cool witnessing this type of atmosphere around the peak, and for this image, I really liked that gradient from light to dark.
Pretty awesome light right now. We have the cactus all silhouetted against where the light is poking underneath the clouds, and the clouds have this kind of blue steel look to the clouds that are just really awesome. Yeah, so I would be lying if I said I was used to this kind of frantic shooting. I mean,
you know, as quickly as I set up my time lapse, I mean, it was already almost time to go. That wind just picked up so much, and you just felt this gust where I had to grip the tripod so that they didn't knock over. And then all of a sudden, you know, the rain started pouring down. And right now we're driving to get around the storm to see if we could kind of meet it from a little bit of a distance, and then set up more shots and have a little bit of time to appreciate the storm before we then inevitably have to pack up again and do the same thing over again.
Such is the way of storm chasing. It's like, I described it as foreground speed dating. Like, you have to find a foreground or find a composition like way faster than you ever should have to. But it's kind of just the nature of it, because you can't really be at the place way ahead of time like you normally could.
And yeah, if you follow my channel for a while, you know it's not usually how I shoot. So a little bit of an adjustment is taking place today. On the car ride, I actually managed to snap an image that I really liked. Here's what I shot. This was a super fun moment to witness. Now I had to use a really high ISO and shutter speed to try and get the shot from the moving vehicle. But I loved how that bit of rain kind of adds this nice soft glow in front of the sun and the mountain, and that little cloud that creates that nice break in the circle of the sun too. Now it would have been great to stop and shoot a time lapse of this scene, but we had to keep moving because we were trying to get in front of that storm to see a bit of lightning. Well, definitely one of the most frantic setups that I've had in a while. But right now, there's some lightning going off in the background. That camera is hopefully picking it up in a time lapse. I was basically just trying to find an interval, like 2 seconds, and then have the camera click for like 1.6 seconds. So there's a tiny gap in between the photos, but you know, that gap of 0.4 seconds is hopefully small enough to where I can get enough lightning through the exposures, because the lightning's just coming down on this peak and some of the cacti. So it's really cool. I also have another time lapse set up over there of a slightly different angle. Needed to sit down for a second, get a breather. Amazing out here. Woo! I should be watching the strikes behind me. There is a lot of lightning.
So what do you got going on, man?
Failing at doing everything right now.
You're not failing. You're Michael Shainbloom. You can't fail.
Michael Shainbloom fails.
You're too big to fail.
At lots of things. And currently, getting a good time lapse of lightning is one of them.
So maybe, what's the struggle?
Man, the last time lapse I did, it didn't look like the lightning really showed up too much.
Ooh.
I know.
Well, I find that the trick to capturing lightning is to take pictures. So you should try that. Damn it.
I never thought of that.
Hit the shutter button, brah. That's what that thing's for.
It's tough because, you know, it's so bright versus the lightning is so bright versus the ambient, but you really, you know, you need to have the ambient be fairly low.
Yep.
So that the lightning shows up. You also don't want it to be pitch black, or else it's just lightning showing up on a pitch black background, you know?
Yep.
So it's a balance for sure. I'm gonna do 1.3 seconds. So this day was a huge challenge for me. Just the frantic nature of storm chasing made it super difficult. Usually I have a lot of time to sit down, analyze my surroundings, and I felt like this was just such a chaotic day. And on top of that, some of the lightning strikes that I managed to get were a bit overexposed. But this was only the start of our journey, and I had a bit more time later on to find my bearings and shoot some stuff I was really proud of. I am happy with the way these two images came out. I made a nice black and white conversion just to do something a little bit different. I want to thank my good friends Nick Page, Mike Meswell, Sean Parker, and Paige Vincent, some of which you'll meet in the next video. And make sure to stay tuned for that one because we chase some incredible rainbows, monsoon clouds, and even lightning storms. As always, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.
For just a good still image.
Time lapse, strictly time. Ooh, God, I can't believe I wasn't filming that.
I'm so disappointed in you, Michael.
You're filming me. I'm trying to focus. You're vlogging me. Trying to vlog myself, and then you're vlogging me vlog myself, and it's an inception of vlog and lightning and franticness. And I'm like, need to chill out.
Just chill out.
Need to relax. Why don't we go back to the San Francisco coast and we can film some abstracts of rocks for a few hours, some tree bark, and we'll just chill out, man.
That sounds great, bro.